embraces the ideas of so many mathematicians. I've made a partial list. Klein, Fricke, Hurwitz, Hecke, Dirichlet, Dedekind.
The proof by Langlands and Tunnell.
Deligne, Rappaport, Katz.
Mazur's idea of using the deformation theory of Galois representations.
Igusa, Eichler, Shimura, Taniyama.
Fry's reduction.
The list goes on and on.
Bloch, Kato, Selmer, Fry, Fermat.
For a transcript of this programme, please send a cheque for £2.50 made payable to BSS to Horizon, Fermat's Last Theorem, P.O. Box 7, London W5 2GQ.
This is Geordie, who's best friends with Nicky, who's best friends with Mary, and this is Tosca.
Unusual name?
Crazy name, crazy guy.
Who's best friends with everybody. Our Friends in the North is the story of their lives.
Stay away from her.
Don't talk about me as if I was your property.
You're my wife!
From the swinging 60s, so full of promise.
What's the job?
My assistant.
What are we going to be doing?
Rebuilding the North. Through the bad times.
Do you love me? You never said, ever!
Johnny, come on! Do something useful!
Through changing times.
Go to hell, then!
Good times?
Definitely.
I've missed you over the years.
I've asked Elaine to marry us.
And momentous times.
The woman rang the BBC and said she heard that there was a hurricane on the way.
I love to hear the wind at night.
Especially after a curry.
Our Friends in the North.
Will you marry me?
A major new drama series starting in 10 minutes on BBC2.
Now on BBC2, how to remove those nasty stains and achieve perfect creases with a rolled-up newspaper. Tailors reveal their trade secrets.
Welcome to Trade Secrets. My name is Marilyn and I repair and alter clothes. If you have problems of gaining an extra inch or so around the waist over Christmas, a temporary solution is to just put a rubber band through your buttonhole, loop it through, and then you can just put the other half over the button, and you've got a little bit of an expansion on the waistband to keep you going.
Certain scorch marks can be removed by rubbing a silver coin on the scorch. It will take about 10 minutes, so we'll come back to it.
Sometimes it can be a problem threading a needle, in which case the very fine 5-amp fuse wire can come to your rescue. What you do is that you make a loop with the fuse wire, pop it through the eye of the needle, and then pull, and hey presto, your needle's threaded.
If you got any candle wax on your jacket, just let it dry, take the sepals out, and brown pepper and hot iron. And you can see how the mark, the wax, is coming up. And that is gone.
The easiest way to measure for a shortening trousers is without the shoes, just turn the cloth up and just have it touching the floor and put a pin in so you know the length. And if somebody's got different leg lengths, do the same with the other leg. Just have the cloth touching the floor. So when you have the shoes on, they will be just at the point of the heel.
Also, another solution to the eternal problem of the lost sock is to put all small items of underwear and socks in a pillowcase and then pop them in the washing machine, in which case they'll always stay together and nothing should get lost.
When pressing your coat at home, it's quite common to get a crease down the front of the sleeve, which is incorrect. Find yourself a newspaper and make a pad. Put it down the front of the sleeve. Cloth over the top, stop the scorching and any shining. Damp rag over the top. Press firmly. That way you'll get a very professional looking press sleeve.
To remove creases from velvet, take a very strong brush, place the velvet on top, velvet side down, and a damp cloth, and press with a steam iron. That's the best way of removing creases from velvet.
The easiest way to fold a jacket is to get the shoulder head and push the other one onto it, and then just fold it over like that. And the reason for this is when you put it in a bag, if anything spills into the bag, it's the inside that gets stained, not the main part. And you can wear it until you can have it cleaned properly.
Sometimes you have to shorten a pleated skirt from the bottom, in which case a quick and easy tip is to use one of these, a paper clip. You can just put it on the inside of the pleat so it doesn't scratch your iron, and it'll just hold those pleats in place while you're actually pressing. Just slot it on, make sure the pleats are straight, put your pressing cloth over, and you can just press them in and know that they're going to stay in place for you.
A tip for sewing a button on with a neck. Place a match on the top and sew down. Remove the match and wind round to create a neck for the button.
By the way, if you ever have to flat dry a hand-knitted or delicate jumper, a good idea is to, once it's washed, put it on a towel and then roll it up quite tightly to get rid of a lot of the excess moisture out of it. It then makes it a lot quicker and easier to dry.
This is a coffee stain, which we just made it, you know, when it happened an accident like this, dab a bit with a white vinegar, a bit of a cloth, and just brushed on. Once it's dry, just to wash with the warm water. And the stain should be removed.
The best way to repair a hole in leather is to use carpet fitting glue. Just put it on the wrong side with a piece, with some glue on the wrong side, just put it over the top, turn it around, bring them together, and the bit of white there will come away as it dries. And then to finish it off, all you need to do is put a little bit of boot polish on, and then it's fixed.
If you have got a jumper that can go on the washing line, a good way to avoid those peg marks on the jumper is to thread a pair of tights through, just like that, and then you can peg the tights to the washing line.
Tips for cleaning buttons. Another piece of brown paper on the double, put a slit in it like that, slip the brown paper around the button like that, some polish, an absorbent rag, and polish onto the rag. You can polish the button without getting any polish onto the cloth. Use the the other piece of the rag to polish the button up, and one very polished button without any stain on the cloth.
Oh, and something else. I really do find this indispensable for storing my cottons and bobbins because it keeps them all separate. It's a homemade frame with nails put through that I can space everything out and stop all the ends getting tangled together.
Lavender. The best thing to keep moths away from your clothes because they detest it. Just put it in the pockets or pin it on and your clothes will last as long as the cloth does.
There you are. After 10 minutes, the scorch has practically gone, which is quite a good tip.
Another problem that can be encountered from time to time, especially those of us with children, is chewing gum on clothes. Here we've got a piece of chewing gum stuck on a shirt. It's been left in the freezer for a couple of hours until it's gone rock solid, and then you can just pop it off. It's a nice, quick, clean, easy solution to a sticky problem. And next week on Trade Secrets, we'll show you how one of these can stop tantrums at bath time.
If you're the man who runs the Royal Opera House, there's nowhere to hide.
You're that Jeremy Isaacs, aren't you? No. Yes.
You've got to snatch artistic excellence.
Well, $500,000 sounds to me an awful lot.
You cannot provide the arts in this country on the basis of the least cost option. The least cost option is no art.
From the jaws of economic reality.
I think this is really outrageous.
Polish. Pass.
We're in a pistol to the head situation.
And when the strain starts to tell... There's drama on stage and off. In the House, tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC2.
Now on BBC2, a major new drama series for Monday nights. Charting 30 years in the lives of four friends, it traces their sexually and emotionally charged journey from the 1960s to the present day. Peter Flannery's Our Friends in the North.